Hey Battlefield YouTube community, Battlefield Hardline has been delayed. That's right, you're not going to get to play this until next year now. And that's probably a good thing overall. Just because they're saying they're taking the feedback the community is giving them, I hope that's really true. Because there was quite a few things a little bit broke or not working right on this. I mean, it is a beta. There's always going to be things that are not working perfect. But there's some things that were fixed in the main Battlefield series on Battlefield 4 that on this game they weren't in it yet, or it just wasn't working right yet. One of those was hit detection. Now this is about the same time they had the hit detection patches in Battlefield 4, at least on the CTE servers. And it didn't quite have that amazing hit detection. I don't know how many times, especially with a shotgun, I would shoot somebody at near point blank and jack shit would happen. And in fact, it probably accounted for at least a third of all my deaths, where the game just, for whatever reason, the lag, the hit detection, netcode, whatever you want to call it, where I would be shooting the shit out of somebody, it just did not work. So if they're going to take more time and include some of those Battlefield 4 patches, I'm all for it. I know quite a few people are already criticizing the game for coming out too soon. But we'll see how this extra time is really going to settle things. And see how true they stick to this, push Hardline innovation further and make the game even better. That's the official line. I'm really interested to see if they really follow through with that. But at least they're taking the time to make sure, hopefully, this doesn't turn out like Battlefield 4. The game really can't afford to be that like that. 2 games in a row that are broken will just absolutely kill any credibility the Battlefield series has. And I think EA, of all people, knew this. The reason the last 2 Battlefields came out when they came out is just because, well, Call of Duty was coming out. And Call of Duty was always the game to beat. And, you know, I think they almost pretty much have at this point. Maybe not sales-wise, but the last, several Call of Duties have been kind of crappy as far as I'm concerned. And what is the new one called? Advanced Warrior? No, please. I actually watched it right before I made this video, and I'm seriously not interested in that. I know it's single player, but homing grenades, absolutely no recoil. Yeah, I don't want. But also coming out this year, Destiny, about that same time. And that's probably going to be the one to beat. And I don't know how well it's going to do against it. I've heard amazing things about Destiny. It is only going to come to consoles. But so far, everybody's been really positive about that game. And maybe one of the reasons, maybe at least a small part of the reason they didn't want to go up against 2 major console releases of the next gen shooters. I know they can spin it however they want because they're never going to admit to that. I mean, one of the reasons also they said it was delayed is because it didn't feel very cops and robberish. It felt very Battlefield 4, very military inspired, which, it is because it's using the same engine. But, you know, it's great if they would actually go and fix this, and maybe they will. Maybe they will play a little bit different than Battlefield 4. But I honestly don't think that's the main reason why it is the way it is. I honestly think it has more to do with money than anything else. It's a lot cheaper to make that Battlefield Hardline be very similar to Battlefield 4. Because, you know, it does feel like a mod. You know, I'd be all for it feeling like a totally new game. But, you know, honestly, I don't think it's going to change a massive amount from what we played in beta to what we're going to get when the game does release. Which isn't entirely bad, because I did find the game very fun to play. If not a little familiar, though. But I did have a lot of fun with it. But I think the real big reason the game's being delayed is more so to do with there's a good chance the new Star Wars film is going to be delayed until 2016. Right now it's slated to come out a week before Christmas in 2015. But as many people know, Harrison Ford broke his leg. Things are not going so well. And the movie's most likely going to get delayed. And, of course, guess what? DICE is making Battlefront. Star Wars Battlefront. It's going to definitely come out about the same time the movie comes out. And if the movie's delayed, I'm going to guess the game's going to have to be delayed. And that just means they're going to have extra time. And you know what? Why not use that to make the game better? I don't think they feel that threatened by Call of Duty anymore. And releasing it right next to 2 other big shooters anyway would be somewhat of a dumb move. They're going to make more money if they don't. Or that's at least what I think. Conspiracy, I know. If you enjoyed my video or found it informative, I would appreciate if you hit that like button, and also please subscribe if you haven't done so already, and also follow me on Twitter. Twitter's the best way to find out when I'm posting a new video, because YouTube sometimes doesn't actually post it to your sub box, and I found quite a few times it just doesn't work, and Twitter's just a better way overall to find out when my new videos come out. Thanks.